What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to the video. Today, I'm doing race picks for the 2024 Hy-Vee Perks 250. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, the NASCAR Xfinity Series returns to Iowa Speedway for the first time since 2019 to the 7/8 of a mile racetrack. The last time we raced at Iowa Speedway in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, I believe we saw Chase Briscoe pick up his first career Xfinity Series victory. He will not be back this time and defend that victory this weekend at Iowa Speedway. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before I go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend is very interesting. It's going to be 84 degrees high with 72 degrees low with a 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms. There's thunderstorms potentially in the area which could have effect on the race as the race starts a little bit earlier in the afternoon. There's a chance and possibility that weather could play havoc and could play a role in how the weather race plays out this Saturday afternoon. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work. I usually do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who will not have good runs. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers I think need a really good run who will have a good run this weekend or do good in underfund equipment. And I do my winner's pick, the driver thinks going to win the race overall. And I do the ones you need to watch out for. And usually for the Xfinity Series and Truck Series, I usually do 4 drivers you need to watch out for. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 Hy-Vee Perks 250? My first suck pick for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 15 car for AM Racing, Hailie Deegan. Hailie Deegan has struggled so far in 2024. I think she's only had 3 or 4 top 20 finishes throughout the 2024 season. A lot of those races where she's had issues have not been her fault. But it's been a couple weeks where things have not gone well for her. I sadly don't think she's going to have a good run this week, and I unfortunately think she finishes near the middle of the back of the pack at least. I don't see the speed from the 15 team currently at the moment. It's been a major struggle. I think she sadly will not have a good run, and I think she struggles this weekend at Iowa Speedway. My second suck pick for this weekend at Iowa is the driver's 16 car for Colleague Racing, AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger has been pretty consistent throughout 2024, but I feel like Allmendinger has been struggling a little bit the last couple weeks. Granted, he had the pace and speed to get a couple top 10s the last 2 weeks, but I feel like the short track program for the Colleague organization just hasn't been good, not just in Cup, but Xfinity as well. I don't think he's going to have a good run this weekend, unfortunately. I sadly think he struggles. I think more than likely he's going to finish near the back of the pack, probably outside of top 10 or top 15 this weekend at Iowa Speedway. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the underdog picks for this weekend at Iowa. Who are my underdog picks? The first underdog pick for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 97 car for Colleague Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen also is a new sponsor for this weekend with Kubota, but SVG has been getting better as the year progresses and goes on. And remember, he just went back-to-back this past week with him getting a win at Sonoma and also, of course, winning at Portland. But he's going to unfortunately come back to reality, but I think he's got a good chance and opportunity for a top 10. Every time I see him get behind the wheel, he gets better. I think the last short track race he ran, I think he finished inside the top 15 and nearly got a top 10. I think Shane is going to have a very solid performance, and I think he at least will get a top 15 this weekend at Iowa Speedway. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 5 car for Our Motorsports, Anthony Alfredo. Anthony Alfredo has been super impressive throughout the 2024 season. I believe he's currently either on the borderline of making the playoffs or is in the playoffs. He's been outperforming equipment so far this year, and I think he's been doing an excellent and a really great job. I think Anthony's going to be a solid threat and contender for a top 10 once again. I think he's been solid here in Xfinity and trucks in the past. I think Anthony Alfredo will have a pretty good performance, and I think he at least will get a top 10 or top 15 this weekend at Iowa Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump onto the winner's pick for this weekend at Iowa. Who is my winner's pick? So this is a very difficult winner's pick to make because a lot of drivers in the field had never ran at Iowa Speedway. But the driver who I'm picking to win this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, John Hunter Nemechek. I think John Nemechek is going to get his second win in 2024. He's been really solid on short tracks and when he's ran an Xfinity Series this year, and I think that 20 car has been super consistent and been arguably the fastest car for the most part this year. And John Hunter, of course, won a Truck Series race back in 2016 or 2017. So I think he's going to get a victory, and I think John Hunter will go get his second win of 2024. I'm picking John Nemechek to pick up the victory this weekend at Iowa Speedway. And now we're going ahead and jump on to the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Iowa. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver you should watch out for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 19 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Brett Moffitt. Brett Moffitt, I believe, is making his first Xfinity Series start of 2024, but he's getting a really fantastic opportunity. He's won a race or two in the Truck Series back in 2019, though Ross didn't initially cross the line first. I think Brett Moffitt's going to be fast. That 19 car has been really consistent throughout the year, and it's almost won a couple races so far throughout the season. I think Brett Moffitt's going to have a really great chance and opportunity. I think he will be a serious threat contender to get his first career Xfinity Series win this weekend at Iowa Speedway. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 81 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Chandler Smith. Chandler Smith has been very inconsistent over the last 5 or 6, or really the last 6 or 7 weeks, but I think if anyone can turn the corner and run well, it is Chandler Smith. And where he usually forms extremely well is on short tracks. He's a really good short track racer. JGR's got a really great short track program. They historically have been great at Iowa. Drivers like Kyle Busch have won a lot here with this team. So I think Chandler Smith's going to have a really great chance and opportunity. I think it will be a major threat and contender for the victory this weekend at Iowa Speedway. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Iowa Speedway is the driver of the 7 car for Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier has been arguably at times the fastest driver throughout 2024. He's been really good on short tracks. He's been pretty good at Iowa Speedway historically before we return here. I think he's going to be a major threat for the win. Allgaier's looking for a second win of the 2024 season. And like I said, I think he'll have a great chance and opportunity to get that done. The 17's been very fast and extremely consistent throughout the year, even though they've had some inconsistency at times. I think Justin Allgaier will have a really great chance and opportunity to pick up the victory this weekend at Iowa Speedway. And the fourth final driver I think you should watch out for this weekend at Iowa is the driver of the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer has really turned the corner throughout the second half of the year. After starting with a lot of struggles, he picked up that win in Texas. But he's also been really strong and good on short tracks. He nearly won at Richmond, if I remember correctly, and he also almost won at Martinsville as well. I think Sam Mayer is going to have a really good opportunity and chance to pick up the victory. I think that one team is starting to show a lot more consistency, and I think he'll have a really great chance and opportunity to pick up his second victory of 2024 and his 6th career Xfinity Series victory this weekend at Iowa Speedway. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 Hy-Vee Perks 250. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Haley Deegan, AJ Allmendinger. My underdog picks are Shane Van Gisbergen and Anthony Alfredo. My winner's pick is John Hunter Nemechek. And the ones to watch out for are Brett Moffitt, Chandler Smith, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer. Those are my race picks. So, that is going to be for the race 6 video for the 2024 Hy-Vee Perks 250. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Links are below that, and comment your picks below for this weekend at Iowa. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Iowa. Let me know your picks in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the Cup Series race picks for Iowa Speedway, the first trip for them out to that track. We'll also have paint schemes coming out as well. We're also going to have some news videos dropping throughout the week. And we've got a special video on 10 drivers who could be driving the 19 car, potentially coming in the next few weeks. Got a lot of great content dropping that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode. And I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.